first thing we have to do this morning is get some EasyCards. So EasyCards are Taiwan's most popular and common reloadable smart cards. So they allow you to get on the trains, buses, ferries, and even allows you to buy stuff from convenience stores, which is crazy. And there's one of 3 ways that you could buy it. So number 1 is online through Klook or Huddo. Number 2 is through, Number 2 is through the MRT, at the MRT station, so you go there, buy it in person. Or number 3 is at a convenience store. So that's where I'm heading right now. I'm gonna quickly have a look, see what's the closest convenience store I can find, such as the Family Mart right behind me. There's one perk for getting it from a convenience store, and that is that you can get really cute EasyCards. So that can be animals, cartoons, Taiwan scenery, all kinds of things. I know from the Pokemon Center you can actually get Pokemon themed ones, which is really cool. The only thing is that it's normally more expensive than the normal one. So the normal one is 100 Taiwanese dollars, and if you get it from any of the cute ones, they can range from 199 to I think it's 499. But apparently some of the cute ones might be 100 at the convenience stores. Depends on the stock. There's like so many different ones. There's always new ones coming out. So I'm gonna quickly go inside this Family Mart, see what we've got, and see what we can get. The second 7-Eleven I went to had some, but they are quite expensive, so I'm going back to the first 7-Eleven I went to. So go there, get that, ran away.
Hello from Taipei. Lila has just woken up from her nap and we are about to take the train to Taipei 101. We're super excited to see more of the city. We had such a lovely drive in. We landed last night, kind of a late afternoon evening, and the sun sets a lot earlier here than it does in KL. So we were just absolutely treated with like lantern views and like all the buildings lighting up. It was so beautiful. The Lantern Festival is starting here in Taiwan, which is kind of why we plan to be here now. And as you can hear, we're just getting ready to head out. So super excited to see a little bit more of what Taipei has to offer.
Hi, we just wanted to go up and get 2 coffees and some pastry.
Okay, you wanna take away?
Dining?
Dining.
If
Okay, right now it's all full, so have to wait for a seat.
We just had to quickly stop at the Starbucks that's right next to the reception for some pepper while we wait for our number 2 to go up. We've chosen to go for a general seat because you actually have to have a minimum spend for each of the different seating options. So we get to for the general seating. Super excited. So just got my handy fact sheet here. So the Taipei is the tallest green building in the world. And when I say green, I mean literally and also sustainability wise, which is really, really cool. It's an engineering marvel and it's the first building of its kind in the world, spanning 101 stories above the ground at 508 meters, while my ears are starting to close. The building was designed as a symbol for technology evolution fused with Asian tradition. So we've just gone up to level 60, gotten into another elevator, now taking us to level 88, where Simple Cafe Coffee is located. So you need one of these to get up here. So we're going to do this, you know.
So Taiwan team here philosophy.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. You get story first.
Thank
That is a small film sound of Taiwan. It's also you also can story first. Thank you. It's okay. So okay.
Head back to our accommodation. So Lila can just play a little bit in the play area, and we can then get her to bed.
Hello. Oh my god. Look at your stuff. Moi. Look at your stuff. Awesome. Good job, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki.
After getting a little bit of editing done, decided I'm going to quickly try and get us some food. The streets are so slippery when it rains because everything's like really shiny tiles apparently, and so walking through, you got to be a little bit careful. So I am on my way to Monga Fried Chicken. I really wanted fried chicken, the Taiwanese fried chicken. It's about a 10-minute walk from our place. So let's see what we can get. Wow, I mean, look at those lights. There's so many, it's so beautiful. Somebody needs to explain to me what I just looked at. There's some kind of light show and it looks like a snake. Maureen. I don't know what it is, but it looks so cool. So now all I have to do is cross that giant street with no rain cover, no umbrella. This should be fun. I made it. completely drenched at this point, but leave with my maps. Bring up buses, no, like 30 meters away. Okay, I made it relatively unscathed. Only a few more crossings to go. Luckily there comes a part where it's mostly undercover, so I don't have to worry too much. I think that part's about to come up. Okay, that's it. The rest should just be here and there little crossings, so nice and easy. And I think that's where we're gonna call it a night. And I'll catch you tomorrow. So we're just on our way to CSK Memorial Hall. We wanted to make it in time for the changing of guards ceremony, but it's happening right now and we're about 10 minutes away. So we'll see if we can maybe catch the 11 o'clock one an hour from now. But we're just loving the weather. It's rainy and cold and we're excited to see the Memorial Hall. This place is so beautiful. What is this?
This is stunning. We are here at the beautiful CSK Memorial Hall. We've just been walking around. It is pouring with rain, but it is so beautiful. I'm going to hand you over to Stefan to tell you some facts about the Memorial Hall. So I'm sure he will have some more information.
CSK Memorial Hall is the most prominent historical landmark in Taiwan. It was erected in honor and memory of the former president of the Republic of China, Chiang Kai-shek, and it was opened in 1980. It was opened in 1980 as part of a national park and gathering area. The name of the square is officially Liberty Square, as seen above the front gate. However, the name was politically motivated and most people in practice still refer to it as the entire complex as CSK Memorial Hall. If you search on Google Maps, you can also just search CSK Memorial Hall. That building right there is an octagon shape and it rises 76 meters. And is covered with blue tiles and red accents, echoing the flag of the Republic of China. The 8 sides represent the Chinese cultural symbolism of the number 8, which is traditionally associated with fortune and wealth. The 2 sets of 89 steps, so those 2 steps that are going up there, represent Chiang's age of death, and leading up to the main hall housing a large bronze statue of Chiang, protected by military personnel, which change hourly.
So hopefully we're about to make it for the 11 a.m. changing of the guard.
if you make your way to the left of the building, I think to the right as well, there are entrances that lead into where there's an elevator. So if you bring your pram, do that, and then that way you don't have to climb the 89 stairs up. So we've just spent the better part of an hour, would you say? We're here for more than 2 hours, wow. Just walking around CSK Memorial, and it is one of the most beautiful places we've ever seen. There were cherry blossoms, watched the changing of the guard. It was just such an unreal experience. And now we're on our way to get some food. We really wanted to try the Din Tai Fung restaurant, which sells dumplings, and it's incredible dumplings, highly rated, world-renowned dumplings, and it's just a little bit outside of our price range. And so we found a place that's really close to the memorial called Fang Xiaolong Bao. They're supposed to have really good dumplings, so we're on our way there now. Their website kind of describes them best. Give me a second to get my notes. Having the skills that top Din Tai Fung dumpling house, flavors that match the 369 dumpling selling house, and the prices that are as cheap as street food. So, if I read that correctly, we will not be disappointed, and we're super excited to just sit, eat some dumplings, and then we'll probably head back for Lila's lunchtime.
We are just here in the playroom of our hotel getting Lila's wings out. That is one thing about travel with a toddler. You need to schedule time where they can just roam free. It has been a really, really rainy day here today, and so even though we walked through the most beautiful parks, it was all wet, so she couldn't crawl around, so she's been kind of stuck in the pram all day. So having a playground in the hotel is amazing. I'm not sure if it will be before this footage or after this footage, but we'll definitely do a bit of a room tour and a building tour of the hotel. It is so lovely, just really convenient and clean, and has a lot of great amenities that we'll show off later. So I just wanted to insert a bit of a segment that I am going to call Reflections from the last few days. Reflections and observations. So we landed into Taipei, Taiwan a couple of nights ago. We landed kind of like early afternoon, late evening, or early evening. And one of the first things we noticed is that it was darker a lot earlier, which was actually so nice because Lila goes to bed at 7. And so in Malaysia, or in KL where we were, at 7 o'clock it was still pretty bright, and so we would put her to bed and not really get those like nighttime city vibes. Not that that's something that we're really like looking for and like want. We're not hitting the street late at night, but as we were driving here, it was just so lovely to see how like all the buildings starting to light up. It's the Lantern Festival here at the moment, so seeing like little lanterns and streets with fairy lights, it was great because it was already dark by like 5:45. So it was just a whole different vibe. It was also really cloudy, and so it just looked extra magical. Another observation is a lot colder in Taiwan, which we are loving. We purposely planned to be here in February for the Lantern Festival, and also because it is a cooler month. Stefan and I both like winter a lot more than summer, and a lot of the places that we're going to are going to be very, very hot. So it was just such a great happy accident that it was winter and Lantern Festival at the same time. Another observation, we have taken a few trips on the MRT here in Taipei. Wow, it is so efficient. I think we managed to capture a little snippet of lining up at the train. So the middle portion is completely open, and that's for people to walk out, and then there's 2 diagonal lines coming in from the side where everyone will orderly line up in single file in either side, and then when the single file lines are full, you wait behind that, and when the doors open, people actually will let the other people walk out before going in. And it was so well signposted. Even though we do not speak the language, we could figure it out using Google Maps. It is a massive station, the one that we're close to. We're close to Taipei main station. It is a maze. It's like an underground mall and MRT. So it was a bit hectic trying to find out where we're going. But Google Maps works really well here, and it will give you the exact exit to go to, all of the instructions, how long it takes between the things, and we will sometimes put on the accessibility mode so that we can see where the elevators are if we have the pram, because it is very like escalator and stair heavy. So that was great. Another thing, I think I got some footage of it, potentially it was a little bit hectic, is there are family bathrooms, baby care rooms and breastfeeding rooms all throughout the MRT station, which is just so lovely. Once you have a baby, when you're traveling with a kid, the things that you notice are very different, and I've spotted them everywhere here, and they're clean and they're easy to access, so that's really great. Trying to think of what other observations I have. We've just had in general a really, really nice few days here. It's been very rainy and cold, which we've enjoyed the vibe, but it has changed some of our plans a little bit. So we weren't able to go up the gondola into like the tea plantations today because of the rain, but just kind of pivoting a little bit, changing up our plans. We're finding so many things to just walk around and see. So far, I don't want to compare Malaysia versus Taiwan, but that's just the country that we have to compare it to most recently. It is just it's very walkable in the area that we are, and a lot of it is like under the roof of the shops. Like there's just like the alleys that you can walk through. It's very clean. There's so many food spots, drink spots. Yeah, we've really, really enjoyed it so far. So I just wanted to add like a little bit of a chatty segment. A lot of times when we're running around trying to do things, film things, there's not a lot of time to like talk, or I don't know, it's hard when you've got a baby as well. So yeah, I've probably forgotten some of the things that I wanted to say. But yeah, we are having such a fun time here so far, and I can't wait to share more of what we get up to. We're heading to the Taipei Lantern Festival this evening. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how it all lights up, and it is looking beautiful so far, the little snippets that we've seen as we've walked past, but we're going to head into the main viewing areas this evening. So yeah, thanks for watching. We hope that we can be making kind of like informative videos showing the price and just showing a different perspective. We talked to a few people about coming to Taiwan, and they were like, oh, where's Taiwan? Why are you going there? What's to see there? So we really hope in our road trip around the whole island that we can share some of the really beautiful things to see here and why you should visit. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
We're on our way to Chiang, which is a bubble tea shop, and it is also the chain restaurant of the original bubble tea. So the owner of Chiang claims to be the original founder or the inventor of bubble tea. The original shop, however, is found in Chiang. Quickly grab a bubble tea because we've actually not had a bubble tea since coming to Taiwan, which is insane. And then we are heading to the Lantern Festival. That's really good. More like caramelized sugar than like super sugary, and it's a latte, so it's so good. Really good.
The face didn't reflect it, but she is liking this.
I mean, otherwise she would not have more. We've just arrived at the Lantern Festival here in Taipei. It's absolutely just glowing with different sculptures of lanterns. It's just so beautiful. And I think most people think of lanterns, they think of the lanterns that float up into the air. Well, this is just sculptures made out of it. It's absolutely stunning. So it takes place on the 15th day of the lunar year calendar. And Taipei, among the other big cities, hold like giant festivals with all the different beautiful lanterns. So in 2025, the Lantern Festival is on the 12th of February. However, most places here, the festival actually happens over several days, sometimes even weeks. So we've arrived kind of at the end of the Lantern Festival here, which ends on the 16th. This year does actually happen to be the year of the snake, which is really cool. So let's go around, see what else there is to see here.
We have absolutely loved exploring the streets of Taipei during the Lantern Festival. Just seeing all the intricate details of all the different lanterns, whether big or small, it's just been absolutely amazing. It is freezing, but we absolutely love it. And we're about to just head back and put Lila down for a nap. I really wanted to show off the hotel that we're staying in at the moment. It's called the Finders Hotel, and they've got this kind of like whimsical theme going on, and it's because it's catered towards kids. It actually has a really nice big play area downstairs and they've got building blocks that of different kinds. There's like giant Lego ones, there's ones that are made out of foam. There's so many different things that kids can do in there. There's an activity table that's more towards like toddler age. There's ride on scooters and cars. 2 of them are actually electric, which is really cool. It's just absolutely so cool what they've done here, and I believe it's a chain of hotels, so there's all kinds throughout Taiwan, and best part has to be the free snacks and noodles. So there's an insane amount of snacks that you can grab at any point that's free. There's noodles, and there's like a hot water station that you can make your noodles with some unlimited drinks with coffee. It also has Coke, Sprite, all kinds of drinks that you can have at any point. So some things I forgot to mention was that there is a postcard station where you can write on postcards that they've got there, pop it into like which countries are going to, and they'll send it off, which is really cool. As well as an entertainment area where there's foosball and darts, and there's even a room that you can rent that has PlayStations in them, which is really, really cool. And the last thing is the laundry room. There's an entire laundry room that costs 30 Taiwanese dollars for washing and 50 Taiwanese dollars for drying, and there's free I guess it's included in the fee for washing. There's little sachets of laundry powder, which is really, really cool. There's an iron in there as well, baby changing mat. So yeah, absolutely highly recommend this hotel. It's just really, really nice. And because there's different because it's a chain hotel, there's different ones all over Taiwan, which allows you to just not have to stress if you're traveling from different city to city. You know you're going to get about the same things. Oh right, that's what that is. Silly me. Of course, it's the year of the snake. Of course there's going to be a giant statue of a snake with smoke coming out of it and lots of lights and movement, and the entire snake is made out of paper mache, which is insane. It's a lantern by itself, which is so cool.